Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is Tuesday, May 27th, 2025. The show, The Indoor Farmer Reviews, reviewing people, places, things, awesomeness all over the place. Whatever I do that week, we go check it out and we bring it to you. And tonight, we have episode 129. Going to be checking out this new exhibit at the Peoria Riverfront Museum, all about dinosaurs, but also a little bit of everything else, and a planetarium in there and all this stuff. So it's going to be a good episode. So if you would hit that like button, if you are checking out the replay, come on in, let us know what you think, and come and check it out live every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. Right now, we're going to play an intro, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. We'll be right back, and I'm going to get some time to hit that share and like and all that. If you could help me out, I appreciate it. We'll be right back. Let's grow.
Tune in, turn up to the sound of green. The Indoor Farmer Reviews, a podcast supreme. Episode by episode, wisdom he unfurls. At Indoor Farmer, changing our world. From comedy nights to what is bolting, each review, each tale keeps us all jolting. The Indoor Farmer Reviews, it's the show to hear. Learn to grow, laugh and cheer. With every upload, a new chapter to read. From the seeds of doubt to the bounty of need, he shares his journey, his trials, his love, for the soil beneath and the sky above. From comedy night to what is bolting, each review, each tale keeps us all jolting. The Indoor Farmer Reviews, it's the show to hear. Learn to grow, laugh and cheer. In every episode, he plants a seed of knowledge, laughter and indeed a community grows. Listeners unite under the banner of indoor lights. He talks a perception of what we think we see. Let's talk perception, an episode to be. From people in boxes to what's growing on, his voice, his passion, forever strong. From comedy night to what is bolting, each review, each tale keeps us all jolting. The Indoor Farmer Reviews, it's the show to hear. Learn to grow, laugh and cheer. So here's to at the Indoor Farmer, our guide, our friend. With every episode we learn how to bend to the will of nature. Within four walls, the Indoor Farmer Reviews, where wisdom calls. Hey there folks, gather around, got a tale to tell, it's quite profound, about a show where wonders bloom, right here in your own living room. Under the lights, in a cozy space, the Indoor Farmer sets the pace, with stories of the small and grand, discoveries in every land. Oh, the Indoor Farmer Reviews, shining light on what's new. From the craftsman to the dreamer, come and see what we feature. There's a shop down the street where the coffee's oh so sweet.
All right, we're back. We're back. It's Tuesday, like I said, May 27th. We're getting close to June. Things are really heating up here in Illinois. Lots of greenery, lots of everything, in full swing. So I want to hear from you guys. What are you getting out? What are you getting out of the house and doing? What do you do in the summertime? Do you do the festivals? Do you, find these gem events, these little, what do they call those? Flea markets. Never been to I think I've been to a flea market one time. Interesting thing. Anyway, let us know, comment below, and if you could hit that like button, share it out with some friends. We're going to get going. We've got a lot of pictures to show you from the exhibit, the museum exhibit, the brand new. I think yesterday or this weekend was when it first opened. So we're going to get to that. I guess I should tell you again, if you missed the soft intro, this is episode 129 of the Indoor Farmer Reviews. I'm your host, Waylon, the Indoor Farmer. And what we do here is we check out people, places, things, awesome stuff going on, and we show it to you. We bring it to you guys all over the interwebs. But really, it is a direct connection to the idea that everybody has to eat, and to be a little more sustainable, self-sustainable. It really has a strong connection to things like entrepreneurship. Now, tonight's episode may not necessarily be a small business or an entrepreneurship type episode, but it is an interesting exhibit, and I thought it would be worth showing you guys. But for the most part, the show has that kind of connection uh, to bridge that gap, between people who have the drive to do something that they're not they don't actually have to do, but they do it anyway in order to become better, or accomplish something big, right? And someone who becomes a farmer, or someone who wants to be a homesteader or live on their own, that's kind of a big task. It's a very big task, especially if you're by yourself. If you have a big family, you can kind of like things may be easier if you have more hands, right? But it is what it is. I see some of you commenting over on Facebook. Hello, hello. We travel to resorts. Okay, let me see. Let me see here. Jess goes to the gym, flea markets, yard sales. Yard sales. That's another big one. You have these whole like town sales, right? Town sales where people will have like yard sale, garage sale, driveway sales all over the town. Actually, need to share this in or still. Here we go. And then Krista, hello, come on in. We travel to resorts or water parks. Oh, that's a good one. Water parks, though, man. I got to be honest before I read the rest of this. Public pools have been a little bit more of a turnoff for me lately. The last few years. Let me know below if you actually go to public pools anymore. Water parks might be a little different. It's kind of a bigger deal, a little bit more well ran, probably. Larger water parks. But anyway, let me digress here. It says, or camping. Okay, that's huge. Camping, trying to get back to nature. Lots of national forest visits. My husband uh, had a lifetime free pass. So what the heck? Why not? Yeah, that's awesome. Having a lifetime pass at what, like different national parks. I don't know that I've been to any. I, thi- I went camping at like a Yogi Bear camp place, or a camp. I don't want to say campsite. Uh, anyway, what do you call a place that has campsites? A camping place? Is there a better word for this? Oh my gosh, I'm having a Tuesday morning brain fart. I should have like the whole thing that comes up on the screen. Oh, brain fart. Anyway, so the camping place we went to is right next to Six Flags, St. Louis. But anyway, let's get into this. I really appreciate the conversation, though, guys. I want to hear where you guys go to on in the week in the maybe not the summer, but like any time of the year. Where is it that what do you want to go to? And I don't mean just necessarily vacationing out of town, but what kind of events locally do you want to go to? Music. I have a second review coming up today. After this show, we're going to do a second review with a couple of local awesome bands and awesome music that I went and saw this weekend. So stay tuned for that later on. But here we go with the pictures. Did I pull it up already? I did, yeah. Okay, there we go. So it is a new exhibit, the science behind their size. So it's not only an exhibit of large dinosaur bones, but it gives you there's all sorts of like scientific and interactive things going on here. So this is the once again the Peoria Riverfront Museum. There's a separate section here. We didn't go to it, but it's for the for Caterpillar. A lot of you know Caterpillar. Peoria is where Caterpillar started, and they have this whole like museum area, but we didn't go to that here. So okay, I stopped recording because there's a bunch of people to my right, and I didn't want to get them all. The world's largest dinosaurs. I don't think I'm going to read all of these, but there's a lot of good information on here. Kind of like you would see at the zoo. You know, each zoo exhibit, you'd have like a placard telling you, giving you some information. Tell you what, I will put the Rumble chat up on screen. If anybody wants to come over to Rumble and comment, your comments will be up on screen like mine is right now. I invite you to my Rumble. Extraordinary creatures, the huge dinosaurs called sauropods. Uh, Astound us. So massive. See, I should have got a little closer up of this. So tall, such long necks. Okay, so sauropods. Yes, I saw this. I saw this throughout the exhibit, so I didn't realize that the entire exhibit was sauropods. But basically, your long necks, your brontosauruses, those kind of dinosaurs are all sauropods. But there are some really small ones too. It's like this guy here, he's come in and he was just munching on some leaves. So I said hi. Oh, hey Jess, appreciate you coming in on the Rumble. Let's go. Let's rumble. My son will love that. Yes, he definitely will. There is a traveling dinosaur exhibit too, Krista. Of going to back alley markets. Yes, oddities. I've been going to a lot of those for different smaller events. Yeah, public pools are cesspools. Going swimming, I'd rather go to my dad's marina as a private owned club. That makes sense. Makes sense. But the public, like water slides and stuff, that's always fun. Guys, just to remind you, I see a few people on the Facebook side. You will get in on a door prize if you hit the like button, throw a comment down there, possibly tag a few friends, maybe share it out if you can. I do appreciate those things. Um, there's my son underneath the neck. Looks like he's in the woods. We got a free pass from his school with a family pass, so decided to all come in. Well, I had one more spot. We could have had one more person in here, but I don't know why I thought I should record that sign. But oh, I wanted to like reveal this long neck. Obviously, that's fake, but it's kind of cool. Jess, where do you like to go to local events wise? Local libraries can be really nice for, especially for parents. Obviously, there's lots of different events at local libraries too. So you got a human skeleton next to a uh, um, woolly mammoth skeleton skull. Look at that. That's just a huge difference. Their teeth are kind of similar to ours, I think, besides the big tusks. Mouse. Oh, I see. 28 heartbeats per minute? That's really slow, but strong, I bet. An African elephant? Interesting. Bodies of water, I see ladies having a conversation. I see the bodies of water actually are dirty, but they have all these like sort of nature happening inside there, versus a body of chlorine water and then human waste in it. So it is like you got to be careful in lakes and rivers and stuff, But if it's a clean one, then not like a bunch of like waste from some companies or whatever coming into it, or our human waste. Like we don't have a lot of clean rivers anymore, honestly. But lakes, though, lakes can be decent. But but again, got to worry about little things. Don't pee in the lake because a little parasite will swim up your wiener. I guess I don't know. Throw me a bone here. Look at that. Holy cow. Anybody else been to a museum? Comment below. Tell me if you've ever been to a museum. Jess on Rumble says I'm limited to being caregiver, but love to garage sale. Spoon River Drive. Yeah, I keep forgetting. I keep missing that one every year. It's my jam. Love outdoors. Will cookouts. Yep, yep. Definitely cooked out yesterday. Going to Starved Rock. I have never been to Starved Rock. Let me know how your Memorial Day was. If you guys all had a good one. If you grilled out. I grilled some grilled steak and I had some chicken on the grill, some baked beans. What am I looking at? Okay, so they're talking about different small, like the tiny animals. Was that a giant cockroach? It's like a hummingbird. I saw a hummingbird yesterday at my mom's house. Or was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Yeah, a couple days ago. Life in the fast lane. Yeah, mice. Mice are fast. That's not a very clear picture. Not any better than the one before it. Look at this little guy. Looks like a. I didn't see his placard, but that looks like what do you call it? Obviously a lizard, but it looks like one of those that people keep as pets. Bearded dragon or something. I don't think you keep a bearded dragon as pet, but I think it's a like. I guess it's a little bigger than an iguana, but it does look like an iguana. Interesting. Here you go, like a size differences between different animals. It's kind of cool. That bat is pretty big with the wingspan. Just looks like a little. It looks like a squirrel with wings. And we already have flying squirrels, so I guess it's redundant. Big turtle. I don't know what that is. I think I got more of this. There we go. Gorilla, rhino, anteater. No, that's a. Is an ant? Yeah, that is an anteater. Let's see. It's not a no. An anteater has a much longer nose. It's like it's like a cousin of the anteater. I can't read it, but it's okay. Emu. Those things are tall. They randomly have a butterfly there. Okay, that's a pretty good sized butterfly, though. I gotta say. Look at that. It's a crab. That's actual size. I should have put my hand up next to it because that thing was huge. Been to many museums, Jess? Almost every museum in Washington D.C. I went to a couple museums in D.C. once when I was in the when I was in AIT with the military. All right, so here's that entire wall, but on a chart. I like this better. Primates. Okay, so they're kind of they're like classifications or what do you call them? Families of animals, not so deer or Artido Artiodactyla dactyla Artiodactyla. Holy cow! Anyone ever know that that's what deer and like moose are under? Artiodactyla. Big moose. Alice's. Alice's. Al- Alice's. I don't know what that. Oh, that's a different language. I see. The biggest type is a moose. Okay. You got crocodilia, crocodilian. Interesting. Big saltwater crocodile, crocodilus porosus. Oh, that's Latin. Okay, I see. Explain the subscription to the channel. I can definitely do that, Jess. Definitely. If someone watching wants to know how to subscribe, I'm always about letting you know. The best way to subscribe to me is on a separate website called Locals, locals.com. And it is not a dating site, it is a subscription site. It is free to go and sign up, make your own login, sign up, and follow as many people as you'd like to follow. It's not a social media site. It is just for subscriptions and communities to build, uh, you know, to build communities, I should say. But so if you go to Locals and you find my community, you can follow it for free at theindoorfarmer.locals.com directly. And if you want to sign up and become a subscriber, it is $2 a month or $20 for the whole year. Gets you into game night, which is 20 plus prizes weekly, plus eight, 4 door prizes and 4 number wheel spins every week for a total of, what did I count? I think I counted 29 prizes. Oh, no, 29 prizes a week per week that I give away. So it is worth it for sure. Let me know in the DMs, or you can ask questions in the comments. But if it's anything technical, I can help you out in the DMs. Let's see, rhinos. What else? What else is in the rhino family? They're pretty like unique, right? I wonder if rhinos and hippos are related. There's different types of rhinos, I guess. So the small size of the small version of the rhino is the mountain tapir. Okay. The mouse lemur is the smallest primate. Interesting. Okay. Smallest turtle. Seen some pretty small turtles. Biggest turtle is the Galapagos tortoise. A dwarf caiman is the smallest crocodile. Okay. So I guess an alligator and a crocodile are not related. Thought that you would think they'd be in the same something. I'm sure they're. I could look it up, but it's no big deal at the moment. So the biggest crab is the coconut crab. It's a pretty cool little chart. I like that. Got to keep moving on though. So this is a cool like sort of recreation showing the skin on one side and skinless version of this. I don't know if it's a brontosaurus. Is it this here? Mammonchosaurus. Meet Mammonchosaurus. As big as life. So maybe this is the biggest type, biggest one, bigger than the brontosaurus. The animal towering over you is Mammonchosaurus, Hochin, Hochuanensis. Holy cow. Mamenchisaurus. Chu and yes, sis. I kind of said it close enough. Listen closely, and you'll hear her slow breaths and heartbeats as you move through this gallery. Oh yeah, there was kind of a cool like you'll see it in a minute here. Let's see. It doesn't say anything. How do these dinosaurs get so big? Each view holds clues to. Okay, doesn't say that this is the biggest of all of these dinosaurs, but I think that's what it's saying. That's what it's telling us. Late. Okay, that looks like the biggest version right there. 65 million years ago. The longest neck. Okay, it's the longest neck. I see. 160 million years ago, animal spanning this room. So that's the Chisaurus. Lived in what is now China. Okay, they were not the largest sauropods. Okay, well then okay, I thought they were. And immense. They were not the largest sauropods. And immense as she is, our specimen is not the largest of her type. She and her relatives have at least one big distinction, though they have the longest necks and their body size of any dinosaur known. Huh. So just their necks are the longest. Well, how is that? How's that the case if they're not the biggest? The taller they are, the shorter their neck is. Interesting. So there's like a video being played on the side of this, and you get to see the inner organs, or what they think are would be the inner organs of the dinosaur. I couldn't. I didn't want to record too much of it, but I think I got some more. There's like the spinal cord. Always get alligators, crocodiles confused. Yeah, I mean they're fairly similar. Crocodiles are bigger. Yeah, one of them is bigger. I think one of them had like their noses or their snouts or I guess jaw and nose and all of that is shaped a little differently too. I don't know what you call it on them. Is it a snout? I guess. Land of the large. My son doing a little matchup game on the wall there of different sauropods. How did sauropods get enough air? Okay, so this is like a model of their lungs and rib cage and stuff, spinal cord and everything. Well, actually, that tube is supposed to. I think it's their airway. Yeah. I look at the heart of this and think, wow, this big or that's big. Or her lungs are a different story. Most likely, you won't even recognize them as lungs. They're so different from yours, and the lungs were just one part of the complex, highly efficient breathing system. Okay, so the lungs are different shape than ours. Check this out, you guys. This is pretty sweet. Sorry, this might trigger somebody if you have vertigo or something. I should have warned you. My bad.
That's crazy.
My apologies. I hope that didn't bother anybody too much. Sprout, you're hitting buttons over here. I hope I'm still audible. Okay, you need to go over here. Goodbye. Goodbye. Let me make sure I'm audible. Let me just switch it back here. Can you all still hear me? Okay. Yes. Okay, good. Yeah, that was a pretty cool one. This is the like footsteps of that dinosaur, and I was sort of just trying to capture that distance. This is kind of a cool little. You can look in these different lights or these different uh, I don't know, eye holes. I guess I don't know how to describe them. Uh, you can look at them and they do different things. Like if it's displaying mating colors, you look in that receptacle, and this one here you just look at it like regular, And then the bottom one was the mating display. Then there's like two others. I couldn't really show you what it looked like though. Camouflage and something to veil. Camouflage pattern. So those are both about camouflage. Yeah, Mythbuster. Let's see, green dinosaurs. Oh, I see. The myth of having green dinosaurs. Well, they were probably multicolor, is what they're saying here. They think they were multicolor. That makes sense. Green dinosaurs, maybe not. You're used to seeing dinosaurs colored gray, green, or brown. Those colors are just guesses. We don't really know what color sauropods were. Skin impressions and fossils reveal that sauropods had scales, but they don't tell us their color. Many living reptiles, including birds, are brightly colored, so it's possible sauropods were too. Look at the viewers around the table for two possible color patterns. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Here's like a big pile of poop. It looks like, I don't know, or just like a cast formed from a footstep. It's a big foot. It's a big foot. Look at that. Okay, so you can kind of imagine whether you could like sneak under it or not. You know, in the movies. Of course, they said this is not the biggest one or the biggest of her type, even. But okay, here's more of that. That's pretty cool.
Efficient respiration is another important chapter in the story.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Shows where the brain is. The big enough brain. Big enough. It's big enough. Some info on brains, dinosaur brains. Here's a bunch of different plants of the day. Fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are from a lot of very old fossils. Took Mammachisaurus about 1 day to eat all this food. Wow. Okay, so this on the food that you see up there, dinosaur would eat it all. This is another version of this similar thing where it shows the tube of the amount of plants that the dinosaur would eat in 1 day or something. Shoots and leaves. Holding tank. It's got a holding tank. Roomy interior. So you could play these little different games, technical games, like little scientific learning lessons and stuff. Low energy, high energy, cold blooded, warm blooded. Kind of cool. Keep the sauropod fueled. So you have to kind of figure it out. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Getting big, no labels. No labels. Simple labels like warm blooded or cold blooded mask the real complexity of animal metabolism. Yeah, okay. Energy savers. Wow. At hatching, the Mammonchisaurus in the gallery weighed less than you did as a baby. That's pretty crazy. Getting from there to the size of the roughly 18-year-old animal on the display is a huge task. Yeah, it's a lot of plants to eat. 2,200 calories per day. That's about what we eat. Huh. Interesting. Got a skull, couple of skulls. Looks like a horse skull. Those are different necks. Reaching out. An animal with a long, flexible neck can reach up, down, and around. That gives access to lots of plants. Yeah, that's true. Which weighs more? Lift and compare. See, like these are things that you can actually interactively touch and hold, and dozens of poses. So I guess giraffe necks are pretty stiff. Hmm, interesting. They're basically saying that the sauropods can move their necks in a lot of ways comparatively to things like giraffes. Looks like a pelvis bone, or no, that's a vertebrae. That's a neck bone. Okay, building a better neck. They have a turkey, for example, wild turkey neck. I guess turkey necks maybe are strong. I guess similar under the skin. Anyway, I'm not going to read like all these placards, but it's a pretty cool exhibit where you can interact. You can look through this hole and kind of supposed to see different things. Um, push to see the pores. I think it's in a stone or something, or no, in bones maybe. There you go. Dinosaur eggs, roughly rough size of a dinosaur egg. There's a whole bunch of eggs. It's kind of a cool little comparison between different eggs. What is this egg? Holy cow. That is insane. So the dinosaur egg is smaller than this extinct elephant bird thing from Madagascar. 26 pounds, 12 kilograms average egg weight. Adult 880 pounds. Wow, 26-pound egg. A 26-pound egg. Can you imagine that omelet? Would you eat that omelet? That's a 30-pound omelet. If you add anything to it, butter, cheese, a little bit of some green pepper, some mushroom, maybe a little bit of bacon, a bit of sausage, maybe a little bit of ham, maybe a little bit of maybe a little something else. I don't know. And then bam, you got a 35-pound omelet. Holy omelet! Very cool, right, Jess? That's what I'm saying. It's pretty interesting. But this bird, it's funny how like the size of the egg doesn't necessarily correlate to the size of the animal or the thing. Theropod dinosaurs in Asia. The weight of the egg of the sauropod in southern Europe, it says 9 pounds 4 kilograms average egg weight, 7.7 tons for the adult. That's like they must be able to lay several eggs. Like it must be quite a few eggs. I don't know. Do they hatch in litters? I mean, we saw that exhibit a minute ago with a smaller dinosaur that had, or maybe that was the sauropods. Anyway, what's this? Living bird worldwide. Living bird worldwide. That's a bird. Average bird egg. That looks like a much bigger bird egg. Maybe it's average, like comparing to like all birds. Eagles and such. Living bird in North Central America. Okay, that's what I see for bird eggs most of the time. It's this thing here. Hey Perry, it's not the size that matters; it's how you eat it. Okay. Well, Jess, I mean, I'd share a 36-pound omelet with you. We could probably feed, I don't know, 20 people with that one egg. 36 pound. Let's see. I wonder how much the average omelet weighs. What are we looking at like a quarter pound at most. That's probably still quite a bit for an omelet. So yeah, we could feed like 100 people easy with that. Crazy. Growth chart: 16 times size by 2 months old. Holy shit! Here we go. 5 months, 2.5 years, 8 times by 8.5 years old. Oh, camera just shut off on me. Uno momento, por favor. I just have to uh, tell it to deactivate and reactivate, and we're back. Oh, I guess you don't want that screen. Give me a moment. Thank you all for hanging out on this fine Tuesday. Been a good episode. I'm actually able to go back and look at some of the footage I got while with you guys right now. While I was taking it, I was like trying to, rush to get everything. I'm sure I missed a few things. Okay, we saw that. Good, a group diverse island living. Virginia deer is much bigger than a deer on the island. Okay, that's a cool looking dinosaur. That's the one we've been looking at. Okay, wow, look at that scale. The heck is that biggest one? Oh no, that's okay. My bad. This is the one we've been looking at. Look at that neck. That's the longest neck. I don't know what this thing is though. Doesn't make sense the way it's. Oh, it's over here. Okay, South America, early Cretaceous. Okay, that one looks pretty cool though. I like it. You got like a tiger looking one. That's cool. You making eggs right now, Jess? Let's go. Jess is down for the 36-pound omelet too. Awesome. This dinosaur looks like it just got in a fight. It's all bloodied up. Snap. I want to see what the top one is, and I didn't take a picture. It's oh man, I saw my son watched that show Dinosaurs. We learned a lot about the dinosaurs from that show. Um, this is a femur, I think. Maybe it's part of a skull. Fossils tell us sauropods were typically very big, but just how big? How do we know how much these animals weighed? It's not nearly as simple as weighing the fossils. Well, yeah, they don't know. That's the answer. They don't have the exact. Many people theorize that a lot more dinosaurs had feathers than we think. Um, this is supposed to calibrate the weight versus the forget the femur bone weight, and then how big the dinosaur would be at that size bone. That is a big bone. That's one big bone. I bet Sprout would love that bone. Could even get or even eat 1 pound omelet. That would be a lot. Half of the quarter pound, yeah, quarter pound would be big too. I think life size sauropods. Go. What's the big one? Here we go. Here we go. Argentinosaurus. Hunculensis. Hunculensis. Holy cow. Holy cow. 90 tons, 130 feet, or 40 meters long. 90 tons. Now that's what we actually imagine when we think of dinosaurs. Well, maybe not. Just like when you think of the big ones. Here's a cool room. a whole bunch of geodes and different gems and stones and stuff. Not gems, I guess, but just geodes. Took a little video. There's more of it here coming. Pretty cool. Should have got a closer up. Should have got some close up pictures of each one. Maybe not of each one, but of like some of the good ones, but I didn't. We did get this astronaut. One small step for man. This is over at the Planetarium. So we got some pictures of this like whole like basically a space museum next to the planetarium with all sorts of different facts about space and different historical information and stuff like that. Hi, Margaret. Welcome in. Welcome. Uh, Roll some coins down the funniest or the funnel and watch how they move. I didn't actually get to watch this, but I think my son did it. Shows. I'm not sure what it's supposed to show you, but compare them. Try different sizes to compare them. Okay. Maybe it's talking about gravitational pull. I see. It's talking about getting closer and further away from the hole, and they move slower or faster. More than 400 years ago, Jonas Kepler first described how the planets move around the sun. The farther from the sun they are, the slower they move. The closer to the sun they are, the faster they move. Okay. I think it's talking about gravitational pull. Interesting. That's what the launch area looks like. I'm guessing at NASA. Yeah. And your banger this morning. Yeah, I just did I replaced my water yesterday. Jess, come over to Rumble. You've been trying to get up on Rumble Studios to play in game night, but I think you have to be in Rumble to be able to do that. And if you can't get it to work in the regular app, that's probably what we might be running into that issue. If you comment on Rumble, your comments will be up on screen. So yeah, my son got to kind of give this a try, pushing all the buttons, and of course, I decided that I had to sing to him. Um, I don't know if I caught any of that on video. Let's see if I get back to it. Um, we will return to the moon. They're saying we choose to go to the moon. Lunar meteorite. So they got some. Who knows? It could be a piece of styrofoam. I don't know what that is. I choose to believe them. You know, they say that we got little pieces of space debris. Oh, he's dreaming over here. Listen to this, you guys. Of course, he's not going to do it now. Of course, he's not going to do it. All right. So I had to sing to my son, and I said, "This is Major Tom to ground control." Okay, that's all I'm going to say. I started singing a song to him, "Hometown Astronaut." So this is from our local area. He donated his NASA gear. I don't see his name. It's probably in smaller print. Scott Altman from Pekin, Illinois. Scott Altman from Pekin, Illinois. Look at there. Shouts out to Scott Altman. My son wanted to go off on a trip with this guy in this costume and the suit. There you go. More than one Jess. Oh, I'm sorry, JB. Pretzel. I'll have to call the other one Pretzel. Too many Jesses. Okay, here's a bunch of insects. Creepy crawlies. This is what I like to show, if I have a date, have a lady over, just want to show her my bug collection. That's how that works. You really impress them with the old, you know, collection of exoskeletons. It's a lot of big bees, wasps. Wasps do not kill their prey. Only blah, 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 blah. Play with it. Play. I can't even read that. I'm not gonna try. Check this wall out. It's kind of a cool wall. Not necessarily dinosaur related, but it was at the museum. I didn't get a picture of the entire wall. I just got a picture of me with all these different vinyl records on it. And then you have this guy. Yeah. Okay. It's like all these records. I don't know if they had something in common or if they were just famous musicians at one point. Interesting though. Uh, oh yeah, that's right. This was in the um, gift shop. They had an aquarium with a bunch of really big fish. It's like, oh, this would be cool. And I was talking to the fish, like, you're not working fish. These aren't aquaponics fish. They just do their thing. They're not providing anything. These fish should be providing, you know. But they probably just toss out their poop like it's worthless. Kidding, of course, but they probably do. It's probably filtered out. Probably a nice, clean, beautiful, pristine tank. Look how clean it is. Some fish like some muck. Some fish want to be down in the muck. What's your middle name, Jess? Jess Pretzel. Guess it's not sad. Yeah, it's not really sad. You just have a common name or a popular name is probably a better way to say it. This is cool. I posted a picture recently from Wildlife Prairie Park where they had a buffalo similar, but with all sorts of, it's like a whole like nature scene painted on the side. This one has a whole like space scene. That's pretty sweet, huh? A bison, I should say, bicentennial. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, we're getting to the planetarium. I did sneak some video. I don't know how good the video is, but we're gonna try to. We're gonna show you a little bit of the planetarium because they don't want you to have any lights or anything on. So I kind of snuck it in there. So let's see. That's a whoa. That's gonna make you feel like you got a headache.
Okay, do you want to get in the middle of us? Here.
All right. So this is just some blue of the. Just like that's what it looks like while we're all waiting for them to start it. Has anyone else comment below? Have you been to a planetarium? Let me know if you've ever been to one, or if you have one nearby. You should go check it out. Check this out. Not that. Or that. Here we go.
Perhaps as strange as the Cabrali amoeba, a single-celled creature discovered in 2009. These may look like aliens, but they live right here on Earth. These microscopic creatures have evolved armored plates and protective
This is our
pigments,
drinking
which
water.
help to shield them from high levels of ultraviolet radiation and concentrated salt. Because they live in a small body of water on top of a volcano, they inhabit a high altitude lake in the deserts of northern Chile, a life friendly microclimate.
Oh yeah, Lakeview in Peoria has one too.
Conditions here might resemble the planet Mars a long time ago. That's one reason why scientists come to Chile.
We got a few clips. I was trying to, I try to be respectful of these places I go to. I want to bring you guys a snippet or uh, a little a little bit of the magic of some of these places, whether that's today's review or any other event I go to. I try not to capture the too much of the musician's song. I try to try not to get too much of the magic, but you're going to get a few clips of the planetarium, and then I think that's about it on this. Traveling through space.
More than 300 million years ago, Earth looked very different, and the first great forests were taking root on land. These plants changed the surface of our planet. They broke up rock to create soil, and they buried carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, causing our planet to cool down.
Exactly. We need more trees. Plant more trees, like big cotton
Fueled by the
swabs.
light of the sun, plants provided an abundant energy source for animals, including giant relatives of dragonflies more than 10 times larger than the ones we see today.
Holy cow.
Plants also release
Why are we
oxygen
flying?
and
Why are
enjoy
we
carbon
flying? He says.
twice natural fingerprints.
He got me good on that one.
But when oxygen first appeared on our planet more than 2 billion
Been
years
to a
ago,
planetarium,
it may
Arizona.
have
Okay.
caused our planet to plunge into a deep freeze, an icy snowball Earth.
Snowballer.
Where did this oxygen come from? Life. Long before animals or plants, all life on Earth was microscopic. Some of these microbes evolved a form of photosynthesis, harnessing the power of sunlight and releasing oxygen in the process. Oxygen destroyed greenhouse gases that kept Earth warm, causing the global temperature to drop. This microscopic life changed our world when Earth was just half its current age. But life had
Oh, threw a accidental picture from yesterday. That's from yesterday's show. That's my aquaponic system. Hello. Oh, okay. Two pictures got sucked in. This is my fish, one of my biggest fish in the aquaponic system. Yeah, planetarium was pretty cool though. I actually thought it was awesome. Definitely like to go back there after taking a nice heroic dose of mushrooms. That'd be fun. Uh, yeah, let's get a wheel going on for the number post. If you haven't gone over to locals to get in on the number wheel, you can do that still, and we have two more spins the rest of the week, so we'll be doing that. Yeah, comment below. Tell me what you think of the new dinosaur exhibit. I thought it was pretty cool. All right, let's see. Kim Marston and Jess Rosebud. Oh, and JB. All three of you need numbers. Okay. Rose was number 6. JB, you're going to be number 7. Miss Rosebud is going to be number 8. and we will do the door prize here in a minute. If you are watching and you're not a member on Locals, you still get a chance to win on the door prize. That gets you into game night and allows you to win all sorts of prizes. So, Kim Marston, you're going to be number 9, and we'll refresh one time to make sure. I think that was just fast. Okay. Of course, it doesn't keep my number wheel. It keeps the wheel of names. Dang it. Yeah, if you want to get in on the door prize, you have to hit that like button, and you get an additional chance to win over on Rumble and on X. If you comment below the post on X, you will get in on the door prize. Make sure you hit the like button. Okay, so we got 9 numbers, but yesterday number 5 won. Number 9, there we go. Brave making me some cryptocurrency. Thank you, Brave. All right. Shouts out to everyone who's joined the community. Shouts out to all those who've left the community. Come on back anytime. There was a moment last year when I had a bunch of people who joined that didn't know why they joined from whatever hype reason from some other people I was connected with at the time. I don't know, but they joined it without really knowing who I was. Didn't participate or engage in the stuff that I do, and then they left. And it's like, well, that's your loss. So, but shouts out to the ones who maybe are missing out. So come on back. You were already a member. Now you're just leaving money on the table because you do get paid back. You get more back than what you put in, and I think that is a value that you cannot overstate these days. Okay, good luck to the Locals members. Let's see a hashtag WTIF in the comments. Who's still with me? We're going to move to the wheel for the door prize after this. You have to be here to win. Not this wheel, but the door prize. Drink water. Do a little exercise today. Maybe get the dogs out for a walk. Number 7. Okay, let me just write this down. Today is the 27th. And that is number 7. There's 2 more chances to win this week. If you didn't get to win so far, you are welcome to join us. Let's see who number 7 was. I just gave it to someone. No, it was JB. Just B, you just won again. You just joined the community and you've been doing nothing but winning since you got in. So I unless I know there's plenty of people who I rub the wrong way, and that could be why you're not joined. But if that's not the case, you should join, and you get paid back. You get more than you put in. All right, Jess Bingham. Congratulations, and I'll even do this. Oh, congrats, you won. There you go. Congrats, you won. Okay. Oh, Let's see if anyone has commented on X. If you go to X, you can follow me, but you can also join my community here, Macabee's Live Market by WTIF, and that's a good way to like find a foothold away from Facebook if you're trying to leave Facebook, which uh, you know I don't see many Facebookers anymore. So most of you have already found me somewhere else who do appreciate what I do. Are we not live on X? It says we're live. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Got 3 comments. One of them is me. Got Jess Rosebud and MJ. MJ's Baked Goods. Jeez, can't type right now. Okay, I got you all from Rumble and X, and get whoever's who's on Facebook. Just Jess and Margaret was over there too. I guess I'll get everybody to show people what they could have won, what they're missing out on. Oh, Greg Meyer popped in. Perry Wood, Mike Aldana. Okay, Josie Mitchell. Okay, a few people came in. Whew. Krista, I will confirm your friend request. Coming in and hanging out and participating. Let's go copy, paste. Thank you, Margaret. Appreciate that. I haven't decided yet whether I want to go to locals after this for a few minutes or just jump right into the next review. It's going to be mostly music from a concert I went to, so shouldn't take too long, but I wanted to show it off and show you guys what I found. All right, good luck. Jess B, I am a welcoming guy, but I also, I'm also easy to dismiss sometimes, I guess, from a lot of people I've welcomed over the years. And hey, I get it. I got to be doing more things. I got some plans in the works. So it is what it is. There's a lot of competition. Everybody wants to be their own main character nowadays. So I mean, I don't think that it's necessarily a bad thing to be your own main character, care about your own well-being. Everybody wants to be their own, like, you know, influencer or whatever. And I'm in that category, so it is what it is. Mike Aldana, are you in the house, my guy? Mike Aldana, what's up? I'll give him a minute or so. Anyway, I'm not trying to sound like Debbie Downer. I'm just saying it is what it is, and I can't tell you how many people came in as viewers and then were suddenly doing their own show, you know? And the more that happens, the less people there are to view things. It's sad. I'm also not sensational enough. Look, I'm talking about us being more aware of where our food comes from and aware of trying to be, taking small steps towards nutrition and a healthier lifestyle as I try to do that myself. It's not the most, it's not the sexiest content, I guess. Don't tag him. Oh, you tagged him, Margaret. Yeah, this is the door prize. He's gonna, I think we're already past the minute now. It's all right. That's okay. You didn't have to delete it. Could have just said you missed out when you did come in. Look at MJ. You're one of the yours stands out the most because it's just two letters. Jess B looks pretty big too. Jess R. Everything else gets smaller. Down to help you anytime. You got this. You're awesome. Oh, thanks, Jess. I do appreciate it. It's not that I have real life things I need to get to. So honestly, priorities should be taking hold here, including my new LLC, which I'll be taking care of today. I think. Greg Meyer, are you here? That's okay, Margaret. I don't mind. It happens. Greg Meyer, are you here? I guess people are engaging who they're not necessarily worried about a giveaway, but passing through on their throughout their day and hit the like button. So I don't mind that. I want to offer something to people who just are here to watch. So I do the door prize, which is a separate thing than all of my subscription stuff. Greg Meyer. And I don't know. I might go over to the locals. We got a new episode of Kill Tony to watch. If anyone likes watching that with me over there on the after show, do a little watch party, play some music videos and stuff like that. It's worth it. But hey, not everyone has the time. Everyone's on the go. It's a nice season, so I understand. All right, Greg. I think that's about it, brother. This is really for people who are here, but I do appreciate you interacting. Around and around it goes. I just realized how much leftover grill food I have. Like I might heat up the grill again, warm things up on the grill. It's the ultimate microwave. JB, looks like you're gonna get another one. A double win in the same episode. That is insane. Wow. You now have 3 coupons already. 3 coupons, Jess. Indoor Farmer coupons, which she can use as a game night ticket, or she can trade them in for merch, or she can trade them in for gift cards to our sponsors for game night. One more, you win one more, you can trade it in for a coupon to any sponsor on the wheel for game night. I think that's pretty cool. It's kind of like store credit, so you can just keep saving them up. Congrats, Jess. Okay, cool. Excellent episode, guys. I do appreciate everyone for coming. Check out the rest of my channel and see the other 4 shows that we do weekly. And I appreciate you for following. We are growing on Rumble. We're growing on X. Check out the podcast on X that I did yesterday morning, 7 a.m. with Dr. Heath and several other veterans for Memorial Day. It was a good episode for the Monday morning mindset mojo. MMMMM from Dr. Heath. And then, yesterday's Farmer show was good. I showed you all what's growing on, and I have these like I think they're beneficial, but these mites I think came out of the praying mantis eggs. So weird. I don't know if it came out of there, but they're all around them. So I guess it's very strange. Anyway, hit that like button if you haven't yet, and we'll see you a little bit later today for a second review. I don't have a time lined up for it, but if you see it come across your timeline, check out the replay. It's going to be a bunch of music and stuff, and I'm going to probably do it fairly quickly, so it'll be worth a rewatch. Anyway, remember, I love going to talk to small businesses and entrepreneurs, and I'm going to be going to more events all summer long, and keep an eye out for more indoor farmer reviews, because remember, everybody has to eat. Peace, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, this is for my green thumbs in the game. Wailing the indoor farmer, check my name. Sustainability, we about to reclaim. This is how we do it, keep it in the frame. I'm Waylon the farmer, the indoor king. Living off the grid, what the city can't bring. Got my hydro setup, my LED lights. Growing all my greens, all through the night. Self